food can be very hit or miss. But you know what doesn't have to be hit or miss? Your own cooking. Yes. So today I am here to impart on you some confidence in your own cooking and some helpful tips on how to shop on a student budget and get the most longevity out of some staple ingredients that you buy while shopping. So the first chapter of this video will be shopping, and the second part, cooking. So let's go. So my preferred grocery store at Rose Hill is Modern Market. It's a quick 5-minute walk from campus, and it's easily identifiable by its red, white, and green storefront, which also has some poles. Watch out for the poles, because I did not watch out for the poles and I slammed into them. And legend has it, my elbow still hurts. Anywho, so our first two staples are garlic and onion. Here are some helpful tips on how to cut garlic and onions, because you will need to know this later. They will elevate any meal that you make, and they're very delicious and easy to cook up. Next up is frozen vegetables in the freezer section. Frozen vegetables are really great to have because they are pre-cut and ready to go. All you need to do is microwave them for 45 seconds to a minute, and they'll be ready to just add to your meal. My next tip is to get some good foundations for your meals. Bread, pasta, and rice are really great because they come in like larger quantities, and so you can just buy some and you'll be set for a bit. And while you're shopping, please remember to bring a reusable bag, because I forgot. And so I had to just carry whatever I could in my arms, and spoiler alert, it was not a lot. There are some really cool reusable bags that fold up into a nice little square, and they are easy to carry and easily unfold once you get to the store. So next part, cooking. So first meal is a pasta dish. This meal is a miso butter pasta. So I know that miso paste is not a common ingredient. I made this because I have it on hand, but you can easily use this recipe as foundations for another one with what you do have, like jarred pasta sauce or whatever. To make this miso butter pasta, you just need pasta, miso paste, minced garlic, butter, Parmesan cheese, frozen vegetables, and seasonings. Cook your pasta first according to the box's directions, drain it, and then put it to the side in a bowl. Then in that same pot, just throw in 4 tablespoons of butter and then the garlic. Once the garlic is fragrant, add in 2 tablespoons of miso paste and whisk it until combined. Then add in as much Parmesan cheese as your heart desires, and then salt, pepper, onion powder, the vegetables, and a splash of water. Then once these are combined, add in the pasta, and you're done. I topped it with salmon and crunchy chili oil, and it was delicious. But of course you can use whatever you want on top. Next up is a rice bowl, and this recipe is highly customizable. Its foundations lie in just sauteed onions, browned garlic, rice, and a fried egg, if you're into that. What you're gonna do first is cook the rice, either in a rice cooker, instant rice, or on the stove top. While your rice is cooking, take your diced onion and throw it into a large pan with 3 tablespoons of oil. And then drizzle some more oil on top just so everything's nice and coated. And then once the onions are translucent, browned, and smell yummy, make a well in the onions, add a tablespoon of oil into the well, and add in the minced garlic. Once the garlic is browned, you can add it to your bowl of rice with some seasoning. Then this is where you can get creative. Really anything you want will be delicious in this bowl. I made mine with fried tofu, which I got pre-marinated from Trader Joe's. Shout out Trader Joe's. Some frozen vegetables. Once again, just 45 seconds to a minute in the microwave. and a fried egg. Then I added some condiments like sriracha, Kewpie mayo, Filipino soy sauce. So if you do decide to make a fried egg, I know it's daunting, but fret not, it'll be okay. You just need to make sure your pan is nice and hot and well oiled, and then you can just crack your egg in there. Wait until the edges are nice and crispy and the whites are mostly set. Then you just have to carefully flip it, making sure it's not stuck to the pan, and then wait 10 seconds and then carefully transport it onto your bowl. It's okay if the yolk breaks, it'll still be delish. If you do not want to fry eggs on the stove, but you still have a hankering for eggs, here is a lovely recipe on how to make scrambled eggs in the microwave. That's all I got. Hopefully these tips for shopping and the recipes that I gave you can help inspire you and let you have some like really tasty food without spending too much money. Good luck, guys. Bye.